Alright YouTube, in this video what we are going to see is how to use mix blend mode. This is a new property in CSS3. As you can see on the screen, I have implemented the mix blend mode on the image. So you can see the effect what the mix blend mode gives. So basically what mix blend mode does is it specifies how the element's content should blend with its background. So basically the image is the element we are targeting and we want the image to blend with the background. As you can see, the container has the background color red, whereas our image blends with the red color. So the same way we have a image, and this image has another div which takes the gradient, linear gradient. This linear gradient blends with the background image. Let me repeat again. This linear gradient div blends with the image. So that's the reason why you see the background image over the linear gradient. Fine. Let me show you the CSS. Let me show you the HTML, and let me start with the CSS. This HTML is very small. We just have a class called container. Let me refresh it, and there is no sign of anything. Now I'm going to have a background image on the body. How I'm going to do it? Dot just body. Let me have the background as this is the image. So the image name would be bg.png. Sorry, JPEG. To fix your image on the proper size, so you would be using background size contain, and that's too small, or you can use cover, and that seems appropriate. And since there is a repetition of image, I would suggest you not to go for it. So the width would be 1350 pixel and the height would be 900 pixel. So this would be this will work great, and as expected it worked great. Now it's time for the container. This container will have width of 100%, height of 100%. Why we are doing it? Because it should take the height and width of the parent. We need to specify the height and width of this parent first. 100 vertical height, width of 100 vertical width. It's not vertical width, it has horizontal width. And that's nice. Fine. Now we need a container and a pseudo element before. Content colon, and now what we want is we need a background image with gradient, and this gradient should be repeating. So this is a syntax. I'll leave the link in the description. White, black, black, and one more time white. Sorry, 0%, 50%, 50% should be black, and the 100% should be white. In order to work, you need to give the height and width for it. Height of 100%, width of 100%. I'm going to use position absolute so that I can position them over my image. Top of 0 pixel, left of 0 pixel. Let me see how does it works, and it works absolutely as we expect. Now we want the gradient to blend with the image. For that, what we'll do is mix blend mode multiply. The mix blend mode has many properties, so for this time it should be applied to the. So basically the problem here is we need to give the background image to the container, not to the body. That's the reason why it didn't blend with our background. So it should work right now, and yes, as expected, it worked nice. Now I need to give the background size 10 pixel, 10 pixel width and 10 pixel height. As you can see, there is a slight white background on the left and right. In order to remove it, you would be having margin 0 pixel, padding 0 pixel. This will remove the browser default setting. Now if you want the horizontal line to be vertical, you would be using, by default it is applied as to bottom. Now we need to change to left. And yes, the scope of this video is done, and you'll get the source code in the description. Thank you for listening.